Yeah? I think that's their new thing, yeah. I think that's their new, because there's no other option. Even they will remind you when it's about to be deleted, they will remind you. Yeah, they will ask you to download it.
He started his testimony after the introductory. The prosecution realized that they couldn't go on because the documents they wanted to rely on were not served on the defense. And indeed, the court doesn't even have copy. So the court agreed to their suggested adjournment for tomorrow so that the documents will be served on the defense. And even as upon the service, what will happen tomorrow is just for the examination in chief of PW2 to continue. And then we will take our time, look at documents, and then commence our cross-examination of PW2. Okay. But in the main, like I always say, it is moving on.
Kanu Agabi, the lead counsel to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The legal team of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu consists of the following: Kanu Agabi, the lead counsel; Oyinyechi Benson; Okon Effort; Emeka Etiaba; Mena Haudu; Joseph Akubo; Uchenna Njoku; Pan Ejiofo; Maxwell Okpara; Chika Oduemena; Patrick Agazie; Mandela Umegborogu; Mary Francis Oji; and Uchenna Ege. Also, as reported, right, there is a member of the legal team. He is from Gombe State. His name is Audu Nunge, who is reported to avow that, he said, sorry, I'll take that again, who have admitted of his personal admiration for the IPOB leader and the movement, IPOB movement. So he vows absolute commitment in defense of his cause for self-determination. A member of his legal team from Gombe. But here is the supposed transcription of what transpired between the lead counsel, defense counsel, Kanu Agabi, and their supposed PW2, that is the prosecuting witness number 2. So credit for this goes to General Sonto. Keep it up, man, right? Here, the supposed exchanges. It's very brief, not like the last time. As he said in that video you watched, they intend to continue the cross-examination tomorrow. So here is the transcription of cross-examination proceedings between PW2 presented by the DSS, the Daura Secret Service, that now transformed to Dokwemu Stupid Service, DSS. Witness. Agabi, are you aware the defendant was charged for inciting the public to destroy public properties? Witness. I'm not aware, my lord. Agabi, are you aware that those charges were later struck out by a competent court jurisdiction? Witness. No, I am not aware. Agabi, are you aware that the defendant in furtherance of terrorism charge he was accused of to have directed the public to destroy government properties in Lagos? Witness. Yes, I am aware. Agabi, are you aware the trial judge struck out the charges? Witness. That I am not aware. And the prosecution party calls in second witness to be cross-examined as well. And here is the exchanges between the supposed prosecution team, which is the Nigeria side. I said, do you know Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? This is now the prosecution also questioning their own witness, cross-examination. Right. Said, do you know, and remember again, this is the people who want to jail him, those who want him killed or killed for Nigeria, questioning their own witness that they obviously have probably like tutored before this encounter, right? So word for word, the prosecution. Do you know Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? So the witness, PW2, second witness. Yes. I met Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in Abuja at our DSS office where I was asked to question him. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the proscribed group IPOB, and he also established ESN, an armed group. Prosecution. You told the court about a meeting held with the defendants. Go on, tell the court the setting and detail of the meeting. Witness. I have a letter from the Federation's Attorney General, and it should be distributed in court for appropriate reading. So note that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu stated that it doesn't know witness number 2. And also remember as well that their witnesses, right, were testifying behind the screen, which means Nnamdi Kanu doesn't have to possibly know them or be able to even identify them. They are there to bear false witnesses. Don't forget that. So the line of questioning should also help you to understand, right? So they said it is for the safety and security of those witnesses. That is why they have to testify behind the scene. They won't see their faces. They won't mention their names. But like Agabi asked the first witness, are you aware that what they ask you to come and say against this man has been struck out by the trial judge? And he said he wasn't aware. Now let's continue. So prosecution, you told the court about a meeting, right? Sorry, he's already answered that. I have a letter from the Federation's Attorney General and it should be distributed in court for appropriate reading. So the defense-led counsel, Kanu Agabi, issues an objection plea granted by the presiding judge. According to the defense-led counsel, the letter being circulated in court was not included in the previous evidences brought before the court. So, Agabi also stated that the prosecution party has since withdrawn the said subsequent letter from their former Attorney General office following a motion filed by defense of his client. So, for that document being presented by Aromolo, that is the guy representing Nigeria, precisely. So, the defense-led counsel objects that they have not received the document being distributed in court by the prosecution. So the prosecution party assures that they are prepared. You see, this Awomolo madman, he was the guy. It's the same guy that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu had to tutor about their own law in court in front of Muritala Binta and Yako. I said Muritala and Yako. So in all, right, back and forth, it was agreed that the prosecution team now called for an adjournment to probably present or provide the copies of their supposed evidence or evidences to the defense team the next time. So the whole thing continues tomorrow. So the last time, this Mr. Omotosho, the judge, who is also a very much a corrupt person, by the way, you know, I don't know who is more corrupt between Omotosho and the other one, Binta and Yako. For those of you who know Omotosho and Wiriwike, they have actually like run streets on Nigeria a few times. So I'm not really putting my real expectation in them, right? But tomorrow we shall continue to, monitor the retrial, which is the persecution. Now I'll take a short break. I'll be back in a minute. Don't go anywhere. Oh, yeah, do I want? Oh, Mary, oh,
Hallelujah. Abakare, Mama Daura, Unapuri Mary Nnamdi, Nnamdi win the war. Python that's one, Python that's two, now Python that's a three. Unapuri Mary Nnamdi, Nnamdi win the war. Python that's one, Python that's two, now Python that's a three. Unapuri Mary Nnamdi. Nnamdi bụ onye du aịmọ, o meriwo n'izu mbiro ya. Abakare, Mama Daura, Unapuri Mary Nnamdi. Nnamdi win the war. Python that's one, Python that's two, now Python that's a three. Unapuri Mary Nnamdi. Nnamdi win the war. Python that's one, Python that's two, now Python that's a three. Unapuri Mary Nnamdi. Nnamdi win the war. Python that's one, Python that's two, now Python that's a three. Unapuri Mary Nnamdi. Nnamdi win the war. Python that's one, Python that's two, now Python that's a three. Unapuri Mary Nnamdi. Nnamdi win the war. Python that's one, Python that's two, now Python that's a three. Unapuri Mary Nnamdi. Oh.
I'll continue from that tomorrow. I wanted to say something, but I'm like, I'm not going to say it well. Can you imagine? But let us go to Arise, where Valentine Ozigbo, the guy who became sort of like prominent politically because of his closeness with Peter Obi and the Obedience. The shocker came a few months back, see, up to like 3 months, when Valentine Ozigbo abandoned the same Labour Party, abandoned the Obedient, and also let go Peter Obi, then to join APC. Now, since then, they have actually shown Valentine Ozigbo, right, that he is a novice in the entire thing. He strongly believes that he got rigged out of the APC, Egbekegbe's governorship primary in Anambra State. This is a guy that went on to go and lick the ass of Olashade Tiknumbu. He went on as far as frustrating for Gandola, the Papanriga mobile banking CEO of Kanu. In all, he only got just 1 vote in their supposed APC primaries. So people started kind of mocking him, but he's back to give the reason why he had to let go Obi, Obedient, and Labour Party, especially Labour Party. To him, is this a dying party? And APC is a necessary evil that he, as a good person, want to go in there and change. Listen to the clown.
First and foremost, do a little bit of check on some of the people talking, so you know what to pick from what they're saying. I joined APC from Labour Party, and I've made my case very clear. I didn't just leave Labour Party. I've made analogies of what I think about these parties in Nigeria, where they're a case of two knives in Ogina's house, where the one that is sharp hasn't got a head. The one has head is not sharp. And so you've got to do your checks and take certain decisions for the posterity, for the future. Labour Party is not exactly what people think they are. I made my case that, unfortunately, it's almost in its dying days. And over time, people are going to see this. You can see how a lot of people are leaving the party, and there's hardly any elected member of the party that I've spoken to that is intending to run for his re-election under the same platform. So Labour Party, for me, is in the past. I took a decision to go into APC, not because I'm here to justify all the actions of APC. I'm here rather as a catalyst for change, to say that if this is the only option we have today, then some good people need to go in there and become the agent of change. And I want to see myself as one of those agents. And that's why I moved. And when I moved, it became the top trendy topic of the time, or even up to this very moment. And so for anybody to say that I went into APC without supporters is laughable. As a matter of fact, when I was on a sister channel, I said to them, I was invited by almost all the TV stations to talk about why I moved. But Nicholas moved just a month before me, and nobody recognized that he even moved. Nobody did. So I went in there with huge momentum, and I'm already adding value to APC. A lot of people don't actually detest APC of the past in Anambra State. My moving into APC changed the trajectory. And here's the point I'm making here. There's somewhere these things are coming from. There's this allegation that, okay, maybe Mr. President wants Soludo to come back because he sees him as opponent of P2B, and therefore there's some understanding. And I'm saying to you, even if that is correct, that is an inferior proposition. Soludo must have gone to whoever and to say that, like they're saying now, APC is weak. His problem is Labour. And so support me in ABGA so that I will come back because you don't want Labour to win Anambra State. Okay, come on. APC is weak. Labour is strong. Who in Labour? Valentine Ozigbo. By me leaving Labour to join APC, APC is strong today. And the only time, and this is why I'm fighting this battle, because if you go to the real people in APC, they will understand the battle I'm fighting. I don't want this type of deal where Soludo is ABGA in the afternoon and APC in the night. And so you create a confusion. You're not strengthening the party. You're not helping anybody. And so why don't we, if you want to be a man, be a man. If you want to be a woman, be a woman. If Soludo wants to be ABGA, be ABGA. Be proud of your ABGA. ABGA is in the past. I have made another allegation that I actually defeated Soludo in his ABGA with PDP, relatively, without state support, federal support. And I know what happened in that election. And that's why my own DG became his advisor. A few days after my election, we know what happened. A number of people know what happened. If I am on the ballot, particularly on APC, Soludo is gone. He knows that. And that is why they will do anything. They will gang up as much as they can to make sure I am not on the ballot. But they're going to lose because by the grace of God in court, I'm going to prove my case. First and foremost, do a little bit of check on some of the people talking so you know what to pick from what they're saying.
Before I go on, let me postulate from the Franz Fanonian dictum, which stipulates that the dialectics of reconciling two conflicting ideas is the algebra of revolution. The overbearing intervention of the state government had further exacerbated oporombium and amounting to sadomasochisms. Acrimony and chaos in our community. It was a contumelious stratagem by political jobbers to siphon monies. We suffer what we call political axivia non torum. Conclusively, we are a microcosm of the issues in the Niger Delta in the macrocosm. Today, we as a people are stating, voxe populi, voxe Dei.
Dei. Wèrèpọ̀ Nigeria. Valentine Ozigbo has convinced himself that it is normal. That's the reason why it is never going to get normal. Normal. Yeah? So anyway, he said that Labour Party is a dying one, so everybody will realize it later. While the obedient, the obedient were after him, and they said, "Now your career don't die. Now the funeral we they do now, like that." Sure you get. So anyway, we shall see. Talking about decamping to APC, as everybody don't they go join now for Edo State, for this part, for that part, everybody they go APC, but for the people of Delta states, okay, to formally confirm the total movement of the entire structure of PDP in Delta State to APC. Their National Assembly members tendered their resignation from PDP, and then their acceptance application, the acceptance of the application in joining APC, all done on the floor of the Nigerian House of Representatives this afternoon.
Barrister Victor O. The subject matter of his announcement is resignation of my membership from the People's Democratic Party. And the message reads as follows. This is to formally notify you of my resignation from the People's Democratic Party to the All Progressive Congress APC. My resignation is as a result